Good morning, and this is Nana, and welcome to my live stream from Nana's Cooking Craft Corner. Today is day 3. I told everybody to leave it for a whole day. Now, this is important here because I want to show you mine didn't rise, and that's not unusual. Different ways, different room temperature, everything else makes the change of this. So it'll not always look the same, and you could go through this lump. See, it didn't rise, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. But it's not that it's bad. It's just if you're lucky enough that it bubbles and rises halfway, that's a good start. But if it doesn't, you don't give up hope because it's going to come. So see that? That's what mine looks like. And it didn't rise. It's a little bit bubbly. It looks kind of funny. And it tells me it's probably hungry too from not being fed. But you're not supposed to feed it or jump the gun and start using it. I just want to make sure you knew that. Hi, Kristen. So that's what it looks like. And actually, I have to discard, and I'm going to discard some of that top part. I'm not even going to stir it. A lot of times I stir it, but if there's something I don't like, I won't stir it. I'm just going to discard the stuff I don't like, and I'm not going to keep this one. I have a jar ready for the discard right here. And you're going to have to feed this every 12 hours, the same thing as I'm going to show you. These are going to be short live streams. I will come back tomorrow to show you what it's looking like. But see, that's what mine looks like. Now, somebody else tried it, and theirs doubled, so they must have had it near a hot, warmer heat. It could be anything. Plus, see, that's my alarm. You need to set an alarm on your phone or whatever for, I'm going to start mine at 10, and then 10 tonight I'll have to feed it again. And so I have an alarm set for 10 a.m., and I'm going to shut this off because it's a little irritating. I have my alarm set for 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. every 12 hours. Okay, and it'll go through different stages. That's why you have to wait. You have to build up the strength of the starter, and it takes up to 7 days to 2 weeks to get it where it's going to rise and it's going to be strong, and that's what you want. You can't rush it because it's not a good thing. You want it to be a strong starter. So right now, I am going to discard. I need to discard 50 grams. Here's my scale. Plus, I put notes up top at the very beginning of this live stream. I have notes up there. Kristen, you should try this at home. See if it goes well for you. Okay, I'm going to put it to 0, set the grams to 0. And then I'm going to put my bowl on, and I'm going to take the weight of the bowl. So I'm going to set it to 0 with the bowl on it. Now I have to discard 50 grams of this. And it's going to leave you not much left, but that's what you got to do. So I'm going to go on. I'm going to take the stuff I don't like. Because this batch, I'm not going to keep the discard because I don't like the look of it. So that's another thing. Just if you don't like it, don't keep it. Okay, so we're going to take the top part I don't like. And now, if there's any questions I'm missing, I put notes up top, and I tell you how to do this, and I also answer questions. So there shouldn't be a way of, screwing things up. I'm here for you. Because we're doing it together. So if you notice, we did 50 water, 50 flour, which is 100 grams, and I'm only taking half of the discard is going to be 50 grams. Okay, I went a little high. I don't want to take too much of my starter away. So there, 50 grams it is. All right, so that's good. Again, I would put it in my jar that says discard and dated it, and it's going to go in the fridge, but I don't like this discard, so that's going in the garbage. But normally you don't do that. You shouldn't throw it in the garbage. So now we're going to feed it. Clear that up. I have room temperature water that I left overnight. Okay, because you get all the fluorine, chlorine, all the chemicals that are put in water will evaporate if you leave it overnight. And it's also room temperature. So I'm going to measure 50 grams of water. So if you're new to this channel, and you're wanting to learn to do it, I'm here you can ask me any questions when I'm live streaming. My live streams are not going to be long. They're just going to go day by day. Or if there's a time where I'm just going to take a few days off, I'll tell you exactly what to do. Because right now you're going to do this for several days, what I'm showing you. We're feeding it. So we need 50 grams of water. I wish you could see the scale here because right now it's at 43. But there, now I'm at 47. Now I'm going to just go a little slower. 48, 49, 50. Perfect. If I went 51, then I just matched the amount of flour with it too. Now I got my all-purpose flour over here. And we're going to take 50 grams. Okay. I'm just going to, we're at 81. Wish you could see it, like I said, but maybe I'll clean up my scale, see if you can see it better on that channel. I'm at 84, 85, 88, 89. I'm getting close. 88, 89. Okay. Uh-oh, my scale went off. No. Oh, boy. Why did it go off? No, that's not good. I don't need this because it's going to give me a hard time trying to figure out how much I put in there. 89. It's going to go set to 0. I don't know why it died, and it's going to make it complicated for me because I don't know what I put in there now. So I put 89. So 89. So if I put 89, that's 11 I need. So we're just going to go back to 11. We'll have to do the math here. 11, we'll put it to where it's supposed to be. 9. My battery must be going. Oh, one more. So I had it, because it went off, you don't want to overdo the flour either. So I've just matched it. So there's 11. So that should be 50 grams of flour, 50 grams. If you do the math and add it together, it works out to 50 water, 50 grams of flour. All right, I don't need this anymore. So I'm going to move it, just put it back to 0, move that out of the way. Now this is going to get a good stir to it. So you want a good stir. And try to keep your jar clean at the top. So I have paper towels here, and I kind of wipe it off, but you don't want to add any more water to it. So it will build up and build up on the sides of this. So you try to keep it clean after, doing it for 7 days and twice a day. All right, so that we just fed it. Wasn't that hard? Wasn't that hard to do? It's all fed. But you have to do this again. So you're going to come back at 10 tonight or whatever time you do it, 12 hours. So if you do it at 11, you got to do it 11 at night, 11 in the morning, 12 morning, 12 night. You do the same thing. And you have to discard 50 and put back 50, like basically 150 water, 50 grams of flour. You got to do this twice a day, and you got to do it for, I'm going to do it for at least 7 days, probably. We'll see how it goes, because technically you want the strength to be strong, and it has to rise and double in size between 2 to 3 days in a row. But I'm going to make it go for at least a week. And that's what I'd recommend. It's going to be a stronger starter if you keep doing it and feeding it. We will eventually get to the bread and all that after. But right now your concern is to make sure you got a really good, happy starter. And then once you got a little fly here, I'm empty. Once you get a happy little starter, you could keep this. People have had it for years. I was watching a channel that had their starter was for 8 years old. And some of them are 23 bakers they use it for also pizza dough. And so the starter for them came from Italy, and they've had them for like 40 years. So the starters, once you get to do it and you feed it every so often, and I'll show you to slow down the process later on. You just put more flour, less water, and you can put it in the fridge and slow the process down so you won't have to feed it as often. So I'm going to stir it good because it did not double in size. So that's what happened the last time. It's not shocking that it doesn't go up. It might go up, might go down, but you need it consecutively to keep rising every single day, or every feed every day, to know it's a good starter. Because the first day it might look better. It might have risen for you. It might be perfect. It might have went up double, but that doesn't mean that the strength of the starter is strong enough. It only means that it's a nice starter to start. So, and I did want to say that the blueberry recipe for the discard, which is this is the discard, right? I don't like the look of this, so I'm not keeping it, but I know when it looks nice now that I've done it enough. And it also, it should, like when it's a really nice starter in that, and even the discard should smell like yeast. When it's nice, it should smell like yeast. So that's what you're looking for, nice smell. All right, looks like I stirred it good. I want to clean off the jar so I can see it. The level of the tape, okay, if it goes a little higher, then I'll have to raise the tape, but I want the level of the bottom of that tape to be here so I know it doubled in size. And we're going to go and take my spoon, not waste any of the starter. So unless you want me to come back at 10 o'clock at night, I will be back tomorrow in the morning and feed it again in the morning. And we'll all check back to see how your starter's working. So I'll come back for day 4 tomorrow at the same time. All right. And now I also recommend that you wipe it with a paper towel. You don't want to put this down in your sink. You want to wipe these all off, and then I can wash them. Same with the, well, I'm going to use a spoon for that, but discard and the bowl, I'm going to clean that all off as much as I can. I'll be right back. I'm just going to go to the garbage. Hi, Cliff. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, that's one of garbage. I'm going to wipe off my spoon again just so you see that I keep them clean. And I'm going to wipe the bowl off. And this is what you got to do every 12 hours when you feed it. Clean everything off. A little more. I'm going to put the lid back on here. Oh, wrong lid. This lid loosely on it. I'm going to put it back in the microwave and let it do its thing. Just leave it alone until 10 o'clock tonight. Make this a little bit better. Clean all my mess. And that's about it for today. That is day 3. And we'll come back in the morning. And I'll be back tomorrow for day 4. I'm just going to clean up a little bit and say hello to everybody. I'm going to give a shout out again to Kristen and MT and Cliff out there, which is Mr. Doughboy, for joining me. And I don't want to make it any longer, so I'll be here for a couple more minutes. And 15 minutes is about as long as I really want these live streams to be. All right, so I think we got all the notes. I explained everything. It's on the typing above in the beginning. And we're going to, you know, if you have any questions, leave it comments, and I will answer you in the comments section. And otherwise, I'm going to see you tomorrow. See, got it all cleaned. I'll leave this out because hopefully the discard is going to be better for tomorrow than it was today. Okay, so let me see. My level is, I might move it up just a little bit. Right there is the top of it. Congratulations, Cliff. Good for you. All right, good for you. And open this up. I'll show you again where I put it in. Now, sometimes it's a little hotter because I'm cooking. So yesterday I didn't cook, so that could be part of the reason it wasn't warm enough that it didn't double in size. For sure it is probably, but I'm okay with it as long as it keeps. I got to keep doing this until it rises double, until I get it at least 2 to 3 days in a row. And like I said, that could take up to several weeks. But if last time I did it all in 9 days, and the starter's really good, I got in my fridge. So that's kind of about it. Ooh, it says dismiss. Let's get rid of that on my screen. There. So yes, congratulations for your hitting up there with all the people seeing you. Good for you, Cliff. Congratulations. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And thank you, all of you, again for joining me. Misha and Bill, I say hello to you guys, and I hope you're following along with this. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good day. Oh, you know what? I'll put my own picture on here. So I was going to put a picture leaving the sourdough, but it's fine. All right, guys, take care. See you later. Bye. Have a great day.